Guys, Michael Graves with MonkeyMagicShop.com. Woo! There we go. Today I'm going to teach you coin on card. This is a really fun effect, one of the first effects I learned using a coin and a card. It's a great way to transition into coin effects if you'd like, or to introduce a coin into your show, your set. What you're going to need here is a $50. You can use a 25-cent piece, but I do recommend a $50. Or even a silver dollar. If you can still find one of those, you'll understand why in just a little bit. You're also going to need a deck of cards. So, deck of cards, your coin, and the rest can just be put off to the side. Give this a quick little mix here. Oh, these are new cards. There we go. There we are, and another one, and then we'll just give them a little ring. What you're going to have to do is have your spectator pick a card. Now during this effect I will not be using the patter that I use. You can use your own. I'll give you some ideas of where to go with the patter as we proceed. Alright, so let's get started. Spectator is going to cut half the cards over, and then they're going to mark their wonderful cut. This coin is going to become very important in just a little bit. But first, we need to get you to pick a card. So spectator is going to take the card they cut to and show it. Then they're going to throw it back in the deck. We'll throw it right about there. A lot harder when you're picking the card yourself. Give the cards a mix. Now this is where it gets really fun, because as a magician, it's my job to find your card. But this time, I want you as a spectator to find your card. To do that, we're going to use this coin. Hand the coin to your spectator. They can drop that anywhere they want to along the area here of the cards. Whatever cards are touching the coin, we will use. The other ones will be eliminated. So they're going to drop it right here. Well, if we come down, I'll zoom in on that for you. There we go. It's nice when my camera guy is in here. There we go. So you can see it's touching a few cards. We're going to be using those cards. So we're going to separate off to right about there. That looks good. And then the rest of the cards just put off to the side. These cards are then spread out. And you tell the spectator again to drop their coin on any set of cards. Whatever the coin lands on, we will use. I like to keep them kind of close together so they get more than just one choice. So we'll have them drop it right there on these three cards. So we're going to remove these cards right here. They now have three cards left. Whichever card they lay the coin on, that is going to be the card we use. So they're going to put it there. Oh, wait, they changed their mind. They're going to set it there. Okay, rest of the cards are picked up. You now tell the spectator that wouldn't it be amazing if your card was under that coin? That would be pretty amazing. You get ready to show them, and you do that. And if you look very carefully there, their coin, on the back of that is the Queen of Clubs. Right there. There you are. So that's the end of the trick. They see that their card is on the other side of that coin. But they will turn over this card. And when they do, they will see it was the card that they chose. There you go. That is a coin on card. Teach you how to do it. It's fun. I like it. Hang on. Alright, welcome back. Let's teach you how to do coin on card. This is fun. A few things you're going to need to make this effect happen. First, you're going to need a $50. Boop. You can use a silver dollar if you like. $50 have always worked for me. You're also going to need a second $50. Ta-da! On the back of that one, you have super glued a pip of a card. I tried writing this with a Sharpie, I tried using a piece of paper. Just works a lot easier. Just cut off a pip of a card, super glue it to the back, and you're all set. You can make a whole bunch of these, so if you want to repeat the effect, change it up, whatever. So there you go. So you need that. You're also going to need a deck of cards, obviously, and some bubble gum. All right, so let's get started. First of all, we're going to use the bubble gum. You might be wondering why. Mainly because us magicians have bad breath. So make sure you don't have bad breath when you're performing. That's where the gum comes in. Deck of cards. Simple, simple setup. Take your force card. Put it on the bottom of the deck. So just like so. Bingo bango. These cards are going to go in queen facing up. You'll understand why in just a bit. That is important. Instead of flapping, instead of closing that flap there, you're going to leave the flap exposed. Take your coin right here, and you're going to set that under the flap. And this is going to get set on the edge of the table, overlapping just a little bit so you can grab it as you come up. When I do this effect here, I'll just explain to you very simple. If you want to change anything about it, hey, that's what magic is. Have fun. You're going to take your coin, show it to the spectator, just introduce it however you want, throw it at their head, whatever. There it is. There is your coin. Make sure it's in your right hand. Or if you're left-handed, left hand. Put the coin in your hand nonchalantly. Don't make a big deal about it. Don't go, I'm putting the coin in my right hand. Just show it, put it in your hand. As you grab the cards, you're going to clip the back of that flap. You see that there? So as I pick these up, I'm clipping that back flap right here. Now I'm going to grab with my left thumb, and I'm going to expose this here. Normally it'd be looking like this in the spectator's view. Grab here. I'm going to pull that coin back. Now the other coin is still here. I have it not really even in a finger palm, not in a palm. It's just closed. There's really no reason to palm this. You're fine. You're going to open up the cards. Now your view is you're going to see the queen. Okay, you're looking at it. Spectator's view, they're going to see the backs of the deck. That's perfectly fine. Take the cards out. You're going to set them here. You're then going to grab the case. And this is the coin you're switching in. So it just looks like you just had it here. You set that down. Now, you can either put this case in your pocket, and while you do, you leave the other coin behind. If you don't have a pocket, you can set this on the floor, you can set it on the table as long as it's covered. Boom. Right. Figure out the best way you want to do that. So you're now in this position. Give the deck a shuffle, making sure to leave the queen of clubs, or whatever your force card is, on the bottom of the deck. We're going to prepare ourselves for the cross-cut force. You can do any force that you would like. I'm just doing a very basic one right now as the cross-cut. Shuffle it a few times. You're then going to overhand shuffle and bring that bottom card up to the top of the deck. So now we have the queen of clubs right there. I'm going to leave this face up just so you understand what is happening if you do not know the cross-cut force. The spectator is going to cut half the cards over. Okay, just like that. Normally this card, of course, would be face down. They then mark the cut. And to do that, you put the cards across like that. In actual performance, it looks like so. You then talk about the coin, whatever you want to say about it. Say, you know what, magicians always want to find your card. But we're going to change it up a little bit. But to do that, I'm going to need you to pick a card. You've cut the deck. Let's go to where you cut. So this card would normally, of course, be face down. They take their card, they look at it, it is the queen of clubs. Have them put the card back anywhere they'd like. This is where it comes into a control. If you do not know a card control, I do recommend you learn one. I will teach you a very easy one right when we get done with all this. All right, so they put their card back. There it goes. You can then shuffle up the deck if you'd like. as long as you can control their card. Then take the cards, put them out in a spread. Their card is right here. It's on top of the deck. You've controlled it up to the top. Perfect, perfect. Now, be very careful. You have to do spectator management because you do not want them to be turning this coin over. So I show them by, I'll show it to you how it looks like this. So I'd be holding it like that over the deck. It's hard to see with this camera angle. And I'd say, I want you to hold the coin like this, move it back and forth, and then drop it. So they mime what you did. You say whatever, make sure you make this abundantly clear, because magicians always like to play with words. Whatever cards the coin is touching, we will use. No equivoque or funny stuff like that. So they move it around, they drop it. Now right here we're touching 1, 2, 3, 5 cards. That's perfect. If it was touching 3, I'll say, you know what, we'll add a little more into this. We'll use some of the cards to the right and the left as well. But in this case, they're touching 5 cards. You're going to separate those 5 cards. Take the left hand packet, then take the right hand packet. Make sure that you have the Queen of Clubs still on top. At this point, the deck is still set off to the side. You don't need to hold it just yet. The cards are then spread out a little bit more. You tell them wherever they drop their coin, those are the cards you're going to use. You want to do this so you end up getting 2 cards, maybe 3. Don't get them so close that you end up with 4. It just takes too long. So spread them enough so that if they drop it here, it's 2 cards, 2 cards, 2, and 2. You can make one set closer, so they might drop it on 3. Up to you, however you'd like to do that. So they're going to drop it right there. You're now going to pick up this deck and take the cards like so. Put this on top. They now have 3 cards. They're going to drop it again. So they drop it there. You say whatever you drop it on, we're going to use. Grab the deck, pick up the cards, and you're going to have the deck in your left hand. Now, however you want to get in this position, you can. If there's 2 cards on the table, you could have this deck face up if you'd like, and as they pick, just put the cards here. I don't like to do that because then it's okay. And then I just move the deck over to my left hand. Then explain to them that wouldn't you be surprised if your card was under that coin. Now what they're expecting is this card to be theirs. In fact, it's the King of Diamonds, which is not. They're not going to expect by your wordplay that the card is actually glued to the bottom of the coin. So, all you do, you're going to pick up the card, and you're going to, just like you're doing a Mexican turnover though, you're just going to flip the coin over. While you're doing that, you're getting ready for a top change. Now, of course, you're watching for the top change now, you're obviously going to see it. That gets flipped over. Now I'm here. So they don't see it just yet. And then you pull this back. And now they're shocked as heck to see that their card is under that coin. So now we need to switch this card with this top card. That's really easy to do. Takes some practice. It's called a top change. For this one, you want to do it in the motion. So while they're looking, you go, see, I told you, your card is right there. So again, this is very, very, very exposed. The spectator would be in front of you. But in the process of picking this card up and moving this card to point, you're going to come here, you're going to switch, and you're going to come down and point and let that card go. Then move back. Get these cards out of the way because you don't want them to think you did any kind of switching. Then they will, 9 times out of 10, they will turn this card over. If for some reason they don't, you say, well, let's just see what that card was anyways. And you flip it over, and there is the Queen of Clubs. So there, that is coin on card. Very easy to do. A few sleights in there. I'd recommend picking up Card College. Very, very good effect. Or you can connect with me on here or Skype, and I'll give you some more in-depth on how to do the top change. So a few minor points. I'm going to show you a very easy control, because you do need to get that card up to the top of the deck. You have this time the spectator has just picked their card. You're going to dribble the cards, have them set it back, and now you're going to outjog this first card. And to do that, you're just going to drop these cards on top. You're just going to drop them right on top. You see what happened there? Don't throw. Some people have a tendency to throw. You're just going to drop. Now watch what happens. When I drop, this card's going to hit here and it's going to shoot this bottom card out. There it is. See that? And you take that card and you would cut the deck. So again, I'll show it to you here. So there it is. I now have a outjog. If you're very new, just take that outjog and you're going to cut your card to the top. If you're more advanced, you can do a lot of things, other controls. If you have any questions on controls, do let me know. I want to help you out. So there you go. That is coin on card. Have fun with it. Hey, if you have any ideas for me, things that you would like that you think might make this better, or you have some ideas of your own, post the videos. I'd love to see videos of your effects as well, if you'd like to teach some people some of yours. So there you go. That is another effect for my subscribers from MonkeyMagicShop.com. I'm Michael Graves. Have yourself an awesome day. I'll have another trick up very soon and a couple reviews on the way. See ya!